This today was a unanimous Supreme Court ruling from the state Supreme Court in Missouri, and this is a big deal. Last year in 2020, in Missouri, in a state where the former President Trump just romped in the general election, Trump beat Biden in Missouri by more than 15 points. But a big, healthy majority of Missouri residents voted for this constitutional amendment they put on the ballot last year that would get more people in the state health insurance. It would get them health insurance through Medicaid. This is going to be 275,000 people who live in Missouri right now who don't have health insurance, who are going to be able to get covered, to get health insurance because of Missouri voters passing that constitutional amendment last year. Here's the thing, though. After it passed by a large and clear margin, the Republican governor in Missouri, that same guy, Mike Parson, and the Republican-dominated state legislature in Missouri, they tried to say that vote didn't count because they didn't like the way that vote turned out. Missouri legislators and the Missouri Republican governor spent the whole last year trying to figure out new and creative ways to pretend that that law didn't pass, to pretend that they weren't bound by it, even if it did pass. They just refused to do it. Well, today, the Missouri Supreme Court ruled unanimously that the Republican governor and the Republican legislature actually do have to accept and follow the results of the vote. The election cannot be overturned. Its results cannot be ignored. The ruling today from the Missouri Supreme Court says explicitly that the state government is, quote, bound by the results of the election. Kansas City Star put out an editorial about it tonight after the ruling came out, saying, quote, it was a good day for the rule of law. All Missourians should be happy their voices have finally been heard. It is tempting to ask Republican state legislators who disobeyed the will of the people to apologize. Their decision to refuse to recognize the new requirements in the new law passed by voters clearly violated the state constitution while slapping voters in the face. They say, quote, it took some time, but the Missouri Supreme Court has said what everyone knew. The voters had a right to require Medicaid expansion, a right which they exercised. They conclude, in Missouri, the people still rule. And, you know, with Missouri suffering through this storm, still increasing storm of COVID cases, with the southwest corner of Missouri having its hospitals overrun already, with Kansas City hospitals now starting to divert patients and hit capacity too, there honestly is no better time for 275,000 uninsured people in that state to finally get health insurance. Anything that will persuade people who are having any sort of concerns or worries about their health to actually go get checked out and actually go get help, that's good.